Hello. So I was out working in my garden yesterday and I found this. Somebody left me a beautiful little rock with a heart collaged in fabric. And on the back it says, "You are loved, love-rocks.org." And I thought, that is so sweet. It absolutely made my day. And I thought the kids that I teach might want to make someone's day like my day was made, probably by one of you. So thank you, whoever left this for me. That was very nice. So I went out and collected some rocks from my yard, which I have lots because I have a little rock path. If you don't take rocks from your own yard, make sure you get them from the park or the street. Don't take them from your neighbor's rock garden. That will make them mad. So, or ask permission if your neighbor is a friend. The next step is to bring them home and wash them. Scrub them up carefully, let them dry, and then scrub your own hands super good between the fingers, under the nails. Get everything that you brought inside off before you start your project. And you should just do that anyway. So we've got a couple of different options here. I'm going to lay out my rocks for you. When you're doing this project, make sure you put some paper down so that you don't wreck any surfaces on, like on your kitchen table or whatever. The first one I'm going to show you, light colored rocks work better for this project. So I'm going to trace a heart. Draw a heart in pencil. And when I like the heart, if you don't like what you've done, you can erase it. So I've got my little heart drawn on there. And then I'm just going to use a red Crayola marker and color it. And I did find Crayola crayons will work too. It tends to break the points off. But they will work. And then I'm going to outline it in black Sharpie or black Crayola marker. Now the Crayola markers are water soluble. That means if it rains on this rock, your little design is going to go away. I'm going to make some little dots around it to make it festive. Dot, 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 all the way around. And I thought that was really sweet on the back that it said "You are loved." That was my first one. I tried to wipe that off and it actually didn't come off with the coating I put on. So I'm just going to put "You are loved." And made a little mistake there. So mistakes are fixable. Wipe that off. I'm going to let this dry over here while I show you the next thing. So this one looks like a little face, and I thought that was kind of sweet. So if you're lucky enough to have some Sharpies, Sharpies are already waterproof. So I'm just gonna, you see the face in there? I'm just gonna give them some eyebrows, a little nose, a little dimple or two. And then on the back of this one, I'm going to write "Be well. Be happy." And maybe I'll want to decorate that a little more. But with the Sharpie, this one's done. This one's ready to secretly deliver. And then the last one, I traced this in Sharpie, so I'm going to fix that up. And this one, I'm going to paint with nail polish. So I have a whole collection of nail polishes here, which is ironic because I almost always just use clear on my nails. And I can go ahead and use this because I own it. But if you don't own your own nail polish, be sure and ask the owner for permission to use it for this art project. So if it's your mom's or your sister's, ask them first. Don't just take it. And nail polish, I should have shown you, I already did this. I don't know if you can hear the click. There's a little BB in there that mixes it up. You want to mix it up real well before you start. And then you get the excess off on the inside of the jar. And go ahead and paint a layer. And this will probably take a couple of layers of color. So set that aside and let it dry. And then my solution, here's our first one in Crayola marker that will wash away in the rain if we don't do something. Clear polish. Clear polish doesn't usually need to be shaken, but give it a little shake anyway. This is why this has to be completely dry before you put the clear on, or it will smear. So you do the same thing, wipe the excess off. I'm going to start on the red and make sure it's not smearing. And then I'm going to go around on the black. And then if it makes a color change on the rock, I might just take it all the way out to the edges so you don't notice it so much. So it's a nice shiny rock now. And let's see, did I write on the back? I did write on the back, so I'm going to let the top coat dry. Put another coat on the red. Let that dry. Then I have this beautiful, I think it's beautiful, dark rock here. So doing hearts, I'll just do another heart. So what am I going to do on the dark that's going to show up? Well, maybe this is where I'll show you how the crayon works. Maybe we'll just do white. Maybe we'll make this a white heart. Oops. So the white does show up pretty well. Crayon tends to flake, so I'm just brushing some of those flakes off. See, I broke that? That was a cheap crayon. And then I'll go over that again with the Sharpie so we can see it. Oops. Kind of boobled that a little bit. And then another alternative, do another heart here. Would be to use a lighter color nail polish on it. So I'll use some of this light pink and see how that looks. Oh, that looks nice. And if you don't like what you've done, look, I boobled that. So I'm just going to take my nail polish remover and clean it off again. Start over. And always make sure you get the lid on your nail polish real tight. Nail polish and remover. clear isn't quite dry, so I'm gonna hold it up. Do the back side on this one. And there you have it. Some beautiful treasures to deliver to your neighbors on your nature walks. Keeping physical distance, being safe. They will be surprised and happy when they find these in their gardens or in their walkway or their driveway.